Hello everyone, this is Logan, and welcome to the 18th episode of Tech Time. Well, we've got a lot of quite interesting stories, and I do mean quite interesting. I had actually a bit of trouble deciding what stories I wanted to feature in this episode of Tech Time, which is sometimes a bit of a rarity for me. So, anyway, on to the first thing. Say, is that HTC One just a bit too big for you? Well, not to worry, because they're making a smaller one, supposedly, as interpreted by a recent blog post on their website. This will supposedly be dubbed the HTC One Mini. Well, that's what we could assume, considering, Galaxy's doing it, the iPad's doing it with their iPad Mini, and yeah, it's pretty much a given. Now, it's unknown when this will be released, but if it's anything like the HTC One, it should be out as early as within the next 2 weeks. So, that's something to look forward to. Anyway, on to the next thing. Alright everyone, I have a question. How many of you like the movie Star Wars? Alright, now how many of you would like to see the movie Star Wars be broken up into tiny little 15-second clips? Yeah, that's what I thought until I actually read the article. Basically, if you're not familiar with the story, someone on Instagram video uploaded the entirety of the Star Wars New Hope episode in tiny little 15-second clips, and devoted an entire channel to doing such. Now, again, if you're like me, you may have thought, wow, that's a stupid idea. Is he just doing this just so he could say that he did it? Well, no. There is actually a purpose. Now, see, Star Wars has a lot of content. I mean, it's almost 3 hours. But with this 15-second clip thing, you can, bit by bit, dissect the content so that the entire movie will kind of fit into your head in a sense, so that, you don't miss anything that you may have missed watching the movie in its entirety in its 3-hour time span. Now, that might sound all fine and dandy. Unfortunately, LucasArts or Disney or whoever the heck owns the rights now has taken it down. So, all that work, posting hundreds of 15-second clips for nothing. Anyway, on to the last thing. Alright everyone, I'm basically going to sum up the entire story for you right now. Basically, Gmail used to be full screen, then it wasn't, and now it is again as an option. Why am I summing it up like that? Well, because this article kind of brought to me a greater point than the writer or founder or whoever of this article may have intended. And that is that Google seems to be doing something now that they weren't before. Listening to their customers. I mean, think about it. Think back to 2012, when they released one channel. Who liked that exactly? Not many people. And go even further back to approximately 2010, 2011, when they released the Cosmic Panda channel design on YouTube. How many people liked that? Not very many. And it even goes further than that. I mean, think about it. How many people actually use Google+? Which basically goes to show that Google is capable of listening to their customers. And we might see a bit more of that in some of their other services. Like, again, Google+, YouTube, maybe even their default search engine. They could change something back And that brings me to the question I have for you this week. The homework assignment, if you will. That question is, what do you think Google should change back in any of their services? Again, whether it be Gmail, Google+, YouTube, Google search engine, Google whatever they're doing. Heck, Google Play. Whatever they're doing, what do you think they should change back? For example, I think that with YouTube, they should change back two things. One, have it so that the channels are kind of all in one page and simplified like they were back in 2009. That's the first thing. The second thing is, I would like to have everything easy to use, unlike it is with one channel. I mean, I'm just going to say this right now, I don't know how to navigate it. And if somebody does, maybe they could make a video or something like that, but I don't know. So, that's your question. You can leave this in many ways. You can leave it in a comment under this video, you can send me a personal message, or you can send it to me through Facebook, which is Eldina Productions. I will have a link in the description for my Facebook. So anyway, that's all for this week. Stay tuned for next week.